Hello, Warriors fans. Let's dive straight into the action because the Golden State squad has been giving us plenty to talk about lately. If you've been following this season, you know it hasn't always been smooth sailing. Coming into last night's game, I have to admit I wasn't brimming with confidence. After splitting those games against the Suns, I was feeling a little uncertain about what to expect from this team. But wow, did the Warriors turn that doubt upside down. Watching them dominate the Magic with a 23-point victory was exactly the kind of performance fans have been hoping for. It's the kind of boost that makes you feel confident heading into the big holiday matchups, especially with the Christmas Day game looming. Riding a two-game winning streak and sitting back at a .500 record feels much better than it did just a few nights ago. It sets the stage for a high-energy game against the Mavericks, a chance for the team to showcase their talent on their own court and really excite the fans. Looking at the Mavericks, the expectations for them have shifted since the start of the season. They stumbled early, struggling to find any rhythm, and it doesn't seem like a turnaround is imminent. This opens the door for the Warriors to capitalize. But last night against the Magic, there were some serious questions to answer. The Magic present a tall, long, and physically imposing lineup. Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., Desmond Bane, Jonathan Isaac, and Jet Howard, not to mention Josh Richardson, create a team that challenges any squad in the league. For a smaller Warriors team, competing against that kind of length is always a test. The Magic are no pushovers. They are a legitimate playoff team, and that makes the victory even more meaningful. It raises interesting questions about the Warriors' tendencies. Do they struggle against teams below the playoff line, but elevate their game against serious competition? There might be some truth to that, but what is undeniable is that they are making the necessary adjustments and putting in the effort to make those changes stick. A major part of last night's win came from the familiar brilliance of Steph Curry. His second-half performance was pivotal, showing once again why he is the reliable go-to player when the game hangs in the balance. Curry's ability to deliver points under pressure is invaluable, and watching him hit 26 points on 10 of 23 shooting was thrilling. While the team struggled a bit from beyond the arc, making only 4 of 13 attempts, the overall efficiency was impressive. Moses Moody contributed 20 points on 8 of 11 shooting, and Jordan Poole added 16 points on 6 of 10 attempts. It was a collective effort that highlighted the importance of taking high-percentage shots and maintaining efficiency, even if that means prioritizing mid-range opportunities over frequent three-point attempts. When a team can keep the points flowing through smart shot selection, it builds momentum and helps the team control the pace of the game, something the Warriors executed well last night. Yet, even in victory, there were areas of concern. One notable issue was the absence of Jonathan Kuminga. Sitting out due to a coach's decision raised questions about the team's approach to his development and value. Kuminga has shown promise, and yet, managing his playing time so conservatively can impact not only his growth, but also his trade value, which could be critical as the season progresses. The Warriors need to balance protecting him from injury with giving him a chance to demonstrate what he can do on the court. Without that opportunity, it's difficult to gauge his true worth or to maximize potential trades. It's a delicate situation and one that requires careful management because players like Kuminga could be pivotal pieces in future roster moves. Ensuring he stays visible and effective in games is key for both his development and for the strategic flexibility of the team. Another point of discussion revolves around the dynamic between Draymond Green and Coach Kerr during the game. There was a visible disagreement that sparked some attention, with Draymond becoming animated in his interaction with the coaching staff. It's the type of intensity that has defined him for years, but it also raises the question of maturity and timing. Draymond's role has evolved over time. He is no longer the younger, ultra-athletic force that could command the court and push boundaries without consequence. Now at 35, his contributions remain vital, but he must adapt his approach to fit both the team's current needs and his stage of career. Acting out or drawing unnecessary technical fouls can create complications, not just in the moment, but for team chemistry and long-term strategy. While passion is important, aligning that energy with team goals is crucial for sustained success. The balance of maintaining player assets managing in-game behavior and executing high-level basketball strategy is a delicate one for the Warriors. The upcoming weeks, particularly as trade eligibility approaches on January 15th, will be critical. The handling of players like Kuminga, the potential trade discussions, and the way the team navigates both wins and internal dynamics will determine the shape of the roster and the potential for further success. Watching how the Warriors perform against both top-tier and underperforming teams provides insight into their adaptability, strategic depth, and the leadership required from seasoned players to guide the squad through the highs and lows of the season. As for the actual on-court performance last night, it was encouraging to see the team execute efficiently, hitting key shots and managing the flow of the game. Curry's leadership was evident, but equally important were the contributions of players like Moody and Poole, who provided consistency and scoring support. These performances underscore the importance of every rotation player understanding their role and stepping up when needed. The game against the Magic served as a reminder that while the Warriors can rely on star power, a balanced team effort remains essential for sustained success. At the same time, the management of player minutes and rotation strategies highlights ongoing challenges. Making decisions about who to play, who to rest, and how to maximize efficiency without compromising player value is a constant juggling act. Kuminga's situation, in particular, illustrates the tension between preserving talent and providing the exposure needed to enhance trade opportunities. The team's decisions in this regard will reverberate beyond a single game, influencing both roster construction and strategic options as the season unfolds. In summary, last night's game was a microcosm of the Warriors' season so far. Moments of brilliance, strategic challenges, and glimpses of potential that excite fans about what's ahead. The victory over the Magic demonstrates the team's ability to respond under pressure, make adjustments, and leverage the strengths of its core players. Meanwhile, internal dynamics and rotation decisions serve as a reminder that managing a team in the NBA requires more than talent alone. It requires foresight, adaptability, and a careful balance of individual and collective priorities. The Warriors are navigating this terrain, and as fans, we get to witness both the victories and the decisions that shape their journey. As we look forward from the recent victory, it becomes clear that the Warriors' season is a constant mix of opportunity and challenge, where every decision carries weight. The game against the Magic highlighted not just the skill and depth of a roster, but also the questions surrounding team chemistry, player management, and strategic planning. Curry's brilliance remains the anchor, but the team's ability to adapt when faced with tall, physical lineups is just as important. Watching how the Warriors navigated around the Magic's length, using ball movement and off-ball cuts to create space, was a testament to both preparation and instinct. It was evident that the coaching staff emphasized efficiency, understanding that quick shots from beyond the arc are valuable, but high-percentage opportunities inside the paint or in the mid-range could sustain momentum in a way that keeps the defense off balance. This approach, if executed consistently, could be the key to navigating the long season ahead. However, the absence of Kuminga continues to stir discussion among fans and analysts alike. Sitting out for a coach's decision, especially after returning recently, leaves unanswered questions about his development and long-term role. There is a fine line between protecting a young player from injury and allowing them to prove themselves on the court, and the Warriors must carefully manage this balance. Each game is an opportunity not only to earn a win, but to evaluate player impact and potential trade value. Kuminga, when given the minutes, has shown flashes of versatility and athleticism that could make him a valuable asset, whether for team performance or strategic trades. Ensuring he has meaningful minutes moving forward could shape the Warriors' roster decisions in January and beyond, particularly as trade eligibility opens. Meanwhile, the dynamic between Draymond Green and the coaching staff continues to be a focal point. Draymond has always been a vocal leader, but the intensity of his interactions must now be measured against his evolving role on the team. He is no longer the young, physically dominant player who could disrupt games with sheer athleticism. Now at 35, his experience and knowledge of the game are invaluable, but maintaining composure and channeling that energy productively is critical. Observing last night's animated exchanges, it's clear that the balance between passion and maturity is still something he is navigating. Fans and teammates alike know the value of his presence on the court, but repeated technical fouls or confrontations can affect not just the immediate game, but also long-term team cohesion and strategy. Looking at the numbers from the recent match, the Warriors' shooting efficiency was encouraging. While three-point accuracy was lower than ideal, the team compensated with smart mid-range attempts and effective ball distribution. Moses Moody's 20 points on efficient shooting, Jordan Poole's contributions, and Curry's consistent scoring underline the importance of depth and reliability in a long season. These performances emphasize that the Warriors' success is not dependent on a single player, but on the ability of the team to execute collective strategy while leaning on individual brilliance when necessary. Maintaining that balance will be essential as the season moves forward, especially against teams that challenge their defensive and offensive schemes in unexpected ways. The question of trade potential also looms large as we approach January 15th. Players like Kuminga could become central to the team's plans, either through development within the Warriors system or as part of a strategic trade to acquire assets that fill critical gaps. The management of these situations requires foresight. Trading too early risks undervaluing talent, while waiting too long may limit options. The interplay between performance, playing time, and perceived value is delicate, and the Warriors will need to navigate it carefully. Every decision regarding rotations, minutes, and player development can have ripple effects, influencing not only immediate results, but the team's long-term trajectory. Another aspect worth noting is the evolution of the Warriors' identity this season. The team is still adjusting to the new dynamics created by roster changes, age, and strategic decisions. Curry remains the cornerstone, but the integration of younger players and rotation adjustments highlight a broader vision. The coaching staff must continue to experiment with lineups, balancing veteran presence with emerging talent, ensuring that the team can handle both physical matchups and high-tempo play. This season is shaping up to be a test of adaptability as much as skill, requiring the Warriors to maximize their strengths while addressing weaknesses proactively. Beyond the individual performances and strategic decisions, there is the broader context of the NBA season to consider. Teams are constantly evolving, trade possibilities emerge, and injuries or slumps can shift standings dramatically. The Warriors' ability to stay competitive relies not only on executing game plans, but also on anticipating these changes and positioning themselves advantageously. Their recent performance against a challenging Magic lineup demonstrates promise, but maintaining that level consistently is the real test. It's a reminder that success in the NBA is rarely linear. It's a combination of preparation, execution, adaptability, and sometimes timing. Draymond's interactions, Curry's leadership, Kuminga's development, and the rotation strategies all intersect in a complex web of decisions that define the season. Each game is a microcosm of larger challenges: how to balance minutes, how to manage emerging talent, how to maintain composure under pressure, and how to optimize team efficiency. Watching the Warriors navigate these challenges is as compelling as the games themselves, offering insights into the intricacies of team management and the pressures of maintaining a competitive roster in one of the most demanding leagues in sports. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Whispers are swirling around the Golden State Warriors training facility as Klay Thompson was spotted arriving at the team CT, sparking a flurry of speculation among fans and insiders alike. The two-time NBA champion, long celebrated for his deadly shooting and clutch performances, is rumored to be finalizing a new contract, and the sighting has only fueled the buzz. Observers couldn't help but notice the usually private star making his way into the facility with an air of purpose, leading many to wonder what this could mean for the Warriors' roster strategy moving forward. Thompson's presence has always had a magnetic effect on the team, both on and off the court. Known for his sharp shooting and calm under pressure, his potential return or contract renewal will be a major signal to the league that Golden State is intent on maintaining its competitive edge. Analysts are already speculating about the implications. Would this new deal solidify the Warriors' championship window, or could it be part of a broader roster shuffle designed to attract complementary pieces around the core of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Thompson himself? The questions are piling up as quickly as the fans outside the CT, many of whom gathered in hopes of catching a glimpse of the star. Insiders familiar with the situation suggest that discussions have been ongoing for some time, with Thompson and the Warriors' front office reportedly exploring multiple avenues to keep the star in the Bay. While no official statements have been released, the mere fact that Thompson has appeared in person to meet with management has ignited rampant speculation across social media and sports talk shows alike. The excitement is palpable, with some predicting that a new deal could reshape not just Golden State's immediate future, but also the balance of power across the entire Western Conference. As the day unfolds, every detail is being scrutinized, from the type of documents Thompson might have been carrying to the length of his meeting with executives. Could this be the prelude to a headline-grabbing contract extension, or perhaps a more strategic move, allowing the Warriors flexibility while keeping a franchise icon happy? While certainty remains elusive, one thing is clear. The appearance of Klay Thompson at the team CT has sent shockwaves through the NBA community, leaving fans and analysts alike eagerly awaiting the next move in this evolving saga. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.